Hello, children. I hope you all are taking good care of your health and are staying safe. I'm Miss Jasneet Kaur, your English teacher. Today we are going to study about verbs. Can you all see some pictures? What action do you see in the first picture? Yes, the boy is reading a book. What about the second and the third picture? Very good. The chef is cooking in the second picture, and in the third picture, the children are exercising. So, all these actions like reading, cooking, and exercising are called as action words or verbs. Children, there are three forms of verbs: present tense, past tense, and past participle. In today's class, we are going to learn about present tense. Present tense denotes or tells an action that is happening now or an action which is happening at the moment. Let me ask you a question, children. What are you all doing now? You all are watching a video. Now, the sentence you all are watching a video is in present tense because that action is happening now or at the moment. Simple present tense is used to tell about an action that is happening at that time. In simple present tense, we add an S or ES to the main verb. For example, look at the sentence given. She reads a book. Here, the main verb is read, which is written in present tense, and so the verb has become reads. Similarly, sit becomes sits when we say she sits on that bench in the evening. Children, we also use simple present tense for habitual actions or routine work. For example, my school starts at 7:55 a.m. I play with my friends in the evening. Rohini drinks a glass of milk every morning. All these sentences, children, they show an action being performed on a daily basis or regularly. Hence, we have used present tense. We also use simple present tense when we talk about facts or things which are true. For example, the earth goes around the sun. Mary enjoys cooking. He likes bananas. Reena tries to do her work on time. Children, we often make mistakes in identifying the correct form of verbs. So there are certain rules we need to remember when we have sentences with third person pronouns like he, she, or it, and singular nouns. Let us understand this one by one. With most of the main verbs, we add s to make it into present tense. For example, live becomes lives, sit becomes sits, stay becomes stays. When we have verbs where the second last letter is a consonant followed by y as the last letter, the verb in the present tense is changed by changing the y to I and adding es to it. For example, try changes to tries. Here we have replaced the letter y with I and we have added es. Similarly, carry will change to carries and cry will change to cries. And when you have verbs which are ending in the letters S, Z, CH or X, you add ES to make it into present tense. For example, miss. As you know, the word miss ends with the letter S. So to make it into present tense, we have added ES and the verb becomes misses. Similarly, the verb buzz ends with the letter Z. So to make it into present tense, we have added es and the verb becomes buzzes. Similarly, catch will become catches and fix will become fixes. Children, we all know different types of sentences. Now let us understand how the verb changes in each of these sentences. Let us look at the affirmative sentences first and the given examples. For example, I work, we work, you work. In affirmative sentences, children, we always use plural verbs with I, we, and you. Remember, children, the verb without S or ES. The verb without S or ES is considered plural and the verbs with S or ES are singular. When we talk about any third person, we use singular verbs. For example, he, she, or it. Like he works, she works, it works. So if you observe, we have used singular verb, that is he works, she works, it works. But however, when we talk about many people such as they, we use plural verb. For example, they work. Now let us understand negative sentences. Negative sentences are sentences with the word not. For example, if you have an affirmative sentence like I work, how will you change it into a negative sentence? It will become I do not work. Similarly, we work will change to we do not work. You work will change to you do not work. Now let us look at the examples after that. For example, he works has changed to he does not work. Observe the verb given, children, here. In the affirmative sentence, you have the sentence he works. Whereas when you change it into a negative sentence, it becomes he does not work. Because we are using the verb, we are using the word does in it. That is why the verb has become plural. Because does is a plural of do. So with does, you always use the plural form of the verb, and with do you always use singular form of the verb. Similarly, she works has changed to she does not work, and it works has changed to it does not work. Now let us come to interrogative sentences. We all know these sentences ask questions and end with a question mark. For example, I work will change into an interrogative sentence like do I work? We work will change to do we work? You work will change to do you work? Now remember, children, do is singular and do is used to change into an interrogative sentence when you have I, we or you in the sentence. But however, if you have he, she, it in the sentence, you will always use does. And that is how the verb will also change. The verb will also become plural. Like for example, she works. Here, if we have to change this into an interrogative sentence, since it is she, we will use does and does she work, and works will become work because does is plural. That is why we have to use plural verb.
Simple present is so pleasant, you just give your infinitive. But for the third person, singular or persons, add es, add es. Not for rabbits, but for habits, general truths and feelings too. Now you know the present, simple and so pleasant, use it well, use it well.
Now the children, you have understood simple present tense. I want you to do this given exercise in your CFS on page number 26. So open your CFS and do this exercise. Fill in the blanks with the appropriate simple present tense form of the verb given in the brackets. The plane dashed at 6:30 a.m. and the verb given is arrive. I will phone you when he dashed back and the verb given is come. The third one, unless we dash now, we can't be there on time and the verb given is start. The fourth one, the sun dashed in the east and the verb given is rise. The fifth one, the next term dash on Monday and the verb given is begin. The sixth one, she dash an engineer and the verb given is be. Children, remember the be forms of verbs. Is, am, are considered as be forms of verbs. They dash are relatives and again you're supposed to write be form of the verbs. When does the train dash depart is the verb. Let's wait till he dashes work and the verb given is finish. The last one, please ring me up as soon as he dash and the verb given is arrive. Thank you, children.